Hello everyone, we've got some awesome news that we wanted to share with you.
So obviously Pastor Steve and I are here in the sanctuary, attempting to still maintain the social distancing, and still be on the camera. But we do have some good news, and it doesn't necessarily have to deal with the sanctuary, but the exciting news is that we are going to be meeting this coming Sunday on Mother's Day. But instead of in here, we're going to be meeting out there in the parking lot.
Yeah, it's really exciting. We've been able to do some practicing and doing some testing. We'll be having a drive-in church here. You'll be able to come, sit in your car, and tune on your radio, and we'll be able to worship God together. So what we wanted to do today was just share some information with you to help that drive-through service go well. There's some details, you might have some questions, and there's some specific planning things that will just make the service go better. We thought if we would communicate that together here.
Yeah. All right. So a couple of things right up front. You need to know the time, right? You know when to be here. So we're going to attempt to start the service right at 10:30. So that means you guys need to be here about 15 to 20 minutes early. But please don't come any earlier than that, because volunteers will be here trying to help get everything set up. So just about 15 to 20 minutes before 10:30 to start coming in. If you have a smaller car, we are asking, like if you have one like Pastor Stephen's cars.
A little car.
Yeah, you got to try to be here a little bit earlier. That way we can get you up to the front, get a good seat. And then if you have a bigger car, obviously, then try to come a little bit closer to that 10:30 time frame.
That's you.
Yeah, that's right. Cindy's got the
Cindy
big old
and
monster truck there. So y'all come a little bit later so that we can pull y'all in behind, so you'll be able to see over everyone.
Yeah, and so in terms of direction, which way you'll be coming in, we're going to ask you to come in one of two ways. You can either come off Church Street, or you can come off of Main Street. Well, we're going to have 4 deacons who are helping with the parking. There'll be one at the main entrance, and they will sort of direct you up. Then there'll be another deacon who is actually sort of helping you park. If you've been to a fair or you've been to one of those amusement parks, you've probably encountered parking like that. So expect the same sort of thing on Sunday.
Yep, absolutely. And we do want you to please be careful, pay attention to that, but don't try to when you come in the parking lot, stop and say, hey, we're going to get you in filed in as fast as possible. And then what we're going to do is, once you're in your parking spot, we'll have someone come around for 2 important things. 1, to give you a bulletin, and 2, we'll have a bucket. Each one will have a bucket for offering. So if you bring your tithes and offerings, go ahead and have that made out before you head to the church. But you'll be able to drop that actually in the bucket. Now, of course, you can still give online as we've been doing, or send it in as well. So.
Yeah, thank you for those of you who've been giving online. That is definitely, we've seen more and more people doing that. That's an easy way to do it. And so as we do things like take the offering, we'll take some steps so that you guys can stay safe and we can stay safe. Anyone interacting as a volunteer is going to be wearing a mask, and if they need gloves. And the biggest thing we ask of you guys is just please stay in your car.
Yeah.
There might be that temptation to roll down the windows and run around, but because we're all gathering together, just please plan to stay in your vehicle unless you have an emergency. And that's sort of the biggest thing that we need to tell you guys about, especially when it comes to restrooms. Yeah. Church restroom will be open, but please don't plan on needing it. Let's sort of try to keep that for emergencies only.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing we want to also encourage you with is that anyone who is who's either sick, and that doesn't mean COVID-19 type symptoms, but anyone who is sick at all, we're still encouraging you guys to stay home. And then, of course, those of you who are in the high-risk category, we're still encouraging you to stay home as well. And you might say, well, but we're going to be in our cars. But if an emergency were to come up, then where you have to leave your vehicle or something, then that puts you in a little bit more danger, and we're just trying to avoid that. We're just trying to protect you guys to the best of our abilities, make it a safe environment. We're really excited about this. So if you're sick, or if you're in that high risk category, please continue to stay home. Pastor Stephen is going to be working really hard to get the video up. It won't be on Sunday, but it will be within the next couple of days afterwards. He'll be able to get that up, so you'll still be able to see that.
Yeah, putting together, we will record the video and the audio from the service, and that'll be one of my primary jobs as the week rolls around, to put that together, make sure that's up for you who aren't able to join us. But again, safety is one of the most important things for us, whether that is the driving in the parking lot or with the whole COVID-19 and trying to control that spreading. So please pay attention to the things that are happening. There'll be deacons who are helping to get you guys moving around. Listen to them. Yeah. Please help follow those instructions. But we're excited. Yeah. We're excited to be able to see you, to say hello to you, to talk, even if we're not going to be in person necessarily face to face, but through the car. But excited to see each other and be able to talk to each other. So I'm excited, and I can't wait to see you guys on Sunday.
Yeah, we are so excited. No longer are we separated by house to house for this. Mm-hmm. We actually are able to gather, at least even through our cars, but we'll be able to actually gather together, which I think is a good step in the right direction. And we are just excited. Like I'm really excited about this. So we look forward to seeing you guys this Sunday.
We do. See you Sunday.
All right, guys. Bye.